we are not addressing their hair situation right now. I have a bunch of things I want to talk about. I think first and foremost, I want to talk about how I've not been like as like true to myself recently. Like I kind of feel like if you're black, okay, maybe this is just my, you know, this is my channel. I can say what I want. Maybe this is just my opinion or my experience, but I feel like when you're black in the UK, I can't talk for black Americans, but when you're like black and in the UK, you are kind of, I'm not gonna say you're forced into an underground space. I won't say that, but if you're like any kind of alternative that isn't underground, opium, whatever, then you're kind of viewed as like ostracized. Like you kind of get ostracized. You're viewed as like weird and shit, which is fine. Like you shouldn't really care about others' opinions, but like obviously like we can talk about shit even if it doesn't matter about people's opinions. Also, we're not going to address the hair situation again because this is not what this video is about. Should I get closer? Why not? Okay, so yeah, like I don't know, I feel like I've not been very true to myself as of recent, like that's why I've been feeling hella overwhelmed. I'm falling into kind of bad habits. Like I'm not gonna say what for legal reasons, but I've been like falling back into like bad habits and stuff. Yeah, I was gonna say it, but I don't know. I know who's watching these videos. Look, okay, I don't care who views my videos. It's just I'd rather not like put that on my name kind of thing to say, oh, like, oh, Moa's done that. Like not in a I care about what people think type of way, but in a like affirmation type of way. Because once you start attaching words to yourself, then that actually becomes a real thing. So I'm kind of like, I'm not gonna say I'm in denial. I definitely know what's going on in my life. It's just like I choose what I want to say. I disclose what I want to say and what I don't want to say. So yeah, I kind of feel like I've not been like true to myself and stuff because like I don't know, recently I've been going to like underground events. I say events, I've been to like 2, but that's still which it's a big thing for me because I'm not gonna say I have social anxiety because I used to and I know what that feels like. I don't have that anymore, luckily, alhamdulillah. But like I don't know, man, it's just a lot of, I don't know, in those spaces. I think I saw another black woman talk about it too, but she probably was making a completely different point. But like she was saying how like in those spaces, if you're not like on it, like you're not like kind low-key obsessed with it or like grinding to be in that scene, then you kind of just get left in the dust, or like things are moving very quickly. Like there's always someone new who's making music, someone new who's doing something, and it can give you FOMO. That's not the point she was making. She made the point, the first point. I said the FOMO part. Like for me, I'm not saying I've been getting FOMO. I don't really get FOMO because I don't really feel like I'm missing out on anything, because if it's meant for me, then it will just come to me, or I'll just want to do it. But like as I said, like if, because I'm alternative obviously, but I don't categorize myself into just one alternative like one category, if that makes sense. Like before you could say, oh, like she's into like earthy stuff, or like, and I am, but then also I can dress quite like scene, but I'm not into scene music. So, and I know like scene is big on the music and stuff. I'm not a poser or anything, so I'm not gonna claim I'm a scene girl, but like I delve into that type of fashion, gothic fashion. Like I delve into a lot of different types of alternative and stuff. But I really feel like, at least in the UK, because again I live in the UK, I'm from here, so like I'm speaking for myself, like I really feel like a lot of the time, if you're not into underground stuff, and when I say underground, I'm talking about UK underground, or like just in general, because I think I have seen a few black Americans talk about it too, but I can't speak for them. But like if you're not into that, you kind of get ostracized. I'm not saying I've necessarily been ostracized, and again, being ostracized is very objective. It's like if you want it bad enough, go get it. Like if you want to be included in stuff, go get it. Like again, I'm a quite like sociable person. I'm not extroverted. I don't really go by labels like introvert, extrovert. I'm just myself. But I'm like fine to talk to people and stuff. But like, how do I put it? Every time I've gone to those events, the 2 times I have been to those type of underground events, like I felt quite like, ooh, this is not for me. Like again, I love live music. Live music is fun. That's the reason I went, is obviously because my friends were performing and I love live music, and it's nice to go out, you know, it's good for you, like to go outside no matter what. Like going outside will make you feel better, like 9 times out of 10. But like, I don't know. The first time I went to an underground event, I definitely didn't like it, and I told myself that'll be the last time. But that's back when I didn't really know many people and I wasn't being sociable, so that might be on me. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna start thinking, I'm just gonna start doing. Like, if I want to really do this thing, I'm not gonna just cancel like on the day and stuff. Like, I'm just gonna go to it. If I don't like it, I can always turn around. Like, I always tell myself, like, Mawa, you can turn around at any point, you can leave at any point and stuff. Like, you don't have to stay. But like, I don't know, I feel like certain spaces should be a bit more accommodating to like everyone. I don't know how to explain it. Like, as I said before, obviously I'm not into opium underground type stuff. Obviously, I listen to I listen to all genres of music. I know everyone says that, but I genuinely do, including country, because some people exclude country. I used to be one of those people, but country was like made by black people. It just kind of got corny because of white people. But there is some good country by white people. I'm not trying to hate. But anyways, yeah, like I'm into all types of different stuff. And like the first time I went, I felt quite ostracized. Not because I was necessarily being ignored, but you feel ostracized and stuff. Like you can feel it and not be ostracized. And like, I don't know, you kind of have to go up to people to talk to them and stuff. Obviously, like at the second event, people were coming up to me and stuff because I was being a bit more out of my shell. Then again, I had a bit of alcohol in my system and I don't drink. I would just like, you know what, my friends are drinking, let me just like try it. And it tasted all right because I don't drink alcohol because of like, not just religious reasons, like that's also a factor, but like I'm Orthodox Christian, so the alcohol thing is like we're allowed to drink alcohol. I'm not Muslim, but I just, for my own, like me myself, I don't drink alcohol usually. But I've heard that neurodivergent people, like they're usually alcoholics or like they drink a lot of alcohol and stuff, just so that they feel normal. And I understand completely what they mean because it brings you out a bit more, like it brings that baseline to like normal and stuff. So I get that. But so yeah, I drank a bit, like I didn't drink too much. I was like tipsy, I was like normal. Like I could still function as myself. I wasn't crazy drunk. But like, so it made me more sociable, and I went up, I didn't really go up to that many people. I didn't really go up to anyone actually, now that I think about it. They came up to me and stuff, and I was talking to them, like when they came up to me, I was talking to them and stuff. Like, you know, hey, I've seen you and da da da. But like, I don't know. I am the type of person, like, okay, I'm completely fine with casual relationships and friendships. When I say relationships, I'm not just talking about romantic or sexual. I mean like relationship, like my relation to you, like, you know. So I'm cool with casual stuff. It doesn't have to be deep all the time. But I've realized at these type of places, like you're not gonna find like people that really want to connect, which is fine. I just wasn't aware because again, I've only been to 2 of them, so I think I'm definitely gonna like step down and stuff. And like certain things have happened that are kind of made me a bit apprehensive to like go forward and like I'm saying like a lot. I think someone commented, I don't know where it was, but they were like, oh, you say like a lot. I'm like, yeah, like what are you gonna do about it? You're still watching my video, you still gave me a view. But yeah, like what point was I even making? See, my memory's been really bad lately. But anyways, yeah, so like obviously I was socializing and stuff at the second event, but I don't know, I still felt kind of just like I wasn't meant to be there. It's kind of like if you have no knowledge on sorry, I'm just checking my candle. If you have no knowledge on like gothic or goth subculture, culture, whatever, or you've got no like knowledge on like rock or punk kind of stuff, and you go to like a punk or rock show, it's kind of like if you do that and you're not into those type of things, you're gonna feel out of place. That's how I felt. I felt out of place. Let me not say ostracized because that's a bit of a stretch, but I felt out of place because it's not even really because I don't listen to the music. Because again, any type of live music with a lot of bass, whether it's an 808 or an actual bass, like I've got my bass in the back, then I don't mind. I can jam out to anything. Like I like dancing. I like, you know, but I just genuinely felt really like I'm not meant to be here. And that's how I felt extremely at the first event that I went to. And I'm not going to blame anyone because everyone else seemed to be having a good time, like apart from a few people, even some of the performers, I can't lie. They were not having it, but I'm not going to name any names because they're my friends. And obviously like this is my channel, not theirs, so I don't want to like spread their business or whatever. But yeah, some of them were not even having a good time. And even at the second one, like they kept going in and out because they were like not really feeling the vibe, because it's very like you have to be on something. Like I think I saw people in the bathroom like doing coke or something. Like you need to be on something to really enjoy those events, I think. But I could probably enjoy it sober if the music is good, and the music was all right. But again, back to like what I was saying, how are we already at 10 minutes? Have I even made my point? I don't know. But you're on my channel, so we're going by my pace. Because I've seen some people be like, you jump from topics a lot. I'm like, yeah, I do. Now what? But what's it called? Yeah, like I just feel very out of place. I think that's what it is. Like I felt so out of place, and I feel like I'm not being true to myself by going to places where I'm wanted. And like I'm not saying I feel unwanted there, but I feel like that. I'm not saying that I am being ostracized or being bullied. I'm not being bullied. No. If anything, people are being really nice to me, but it just feels like the kind of thing you experience once or twice and then you kind of know if that's meant for you. And I think I've been through that now. Like I think I know like that kind of space is not really meant for me, because again, like I'm not gonna call myself a poser because I don't listen to underground music as much, but like low-key that's how it feels. Obviously go wherever you want to go, but if you don't feel comfortable going there, like genuinely comfortable, like you're just vibing, because for me at rock gigs, punk and metal gigs, like I feel completely like I feel chill as fuck. But like at underground events I feel quite like aggy and stuff, and yeah, like it doesn't feel like I'm meant to be there kind of thing. And again, it's not like anyone's saying get out of here you poser. Like people were being nice to me. I think it's an internal thing, so I'm not blaming anyone. And it's all a bit like, you know, quite intense. Like, and again, I go to rock, punk, metal gigs. Those are intense in a different way. These are intense and like I just don't know, it's just not meant for me. Like I don't know how else to put it, and I just feel like I'm forcing myself to be someone I'm not. Like I'm not saying I'm trying to be opium and all that shit, but like if that's meant for you, it's meant for you. Like if you're into that shit, like by all means, like do that. Like I'm not shitting on the girlies who like are into that stuff, but it's not for me, and I've realized that now. And I just wanted to like say that, I guess, like just document it somewhere, because I don't know, I feel like I should not have to force myself to go somewhere. Like I'm not even doing a thing where I'm forcing myself to socialize because it's good for me. Obviously you should kind of do that, but like if it's going quite far away from the camera, I don't know if you guys even want to see my face, but yeah, I don't know, guys, not really feeling it. Like I've got one I'm maybe going to in March, but there's some things about like a performer there like quite wishy-washy, so I don't really know, because I don't know, it kind of felt like I was being like perceived under surveillance kind of also, like when I was there. And like every time I've gone to these underground spaces, it's kind of like everyone's trying to like suss each other out, and I've heard that from people there as well, because I made really good friends with this girl at the last event I went to, and she felt the same. Like I think it was one of her first times going to those type of events, but her friend was also performing, so that's why she went for him and stuff. But even she was saying like the vibes were just like not there. Like she wasn't even trying to go to the AP. I wasn't either. It's just very like, you know, if you know, you know. Like some of my friends, they like going to those type of events, and I'm all for that. Like go where you're wanted, go where you feel safe, go where you feel like you belong. I feel like I don't really belong there, because I feel like you need a certain type of aesthetic, obviously, like a certain type of aesthetic or a certain type of vibe to you to like really like have fun at those type of places, or feel wanted in those type of places, feel comfortable in those type of places. But I've been kind of like forcing myself to go to those type of places, because like I don't know, as I said at the beginning, I kind of feel like black people, maybe again this is just me, but again it's my channel, I say what I want. I feel like black people are kind of forced into the underground space, like because I've seen so many, like black people are not a monolith, guys. Like I've seen so many black people like that are not into underground, but they're alternative. So maybe they're into like hyperpop, or maybe they're into like they're gyaru, or like whatever they are, like they're just not underground. I've heard them also say that like they also feel like they've been kind of shoved into a box and stuff, like they don't really have any other choice but to be in those underground spaces because there's nothing else for them in the UK, because the UK scene is already quite dead. I'm not talking about the music scene, I'm talking about like the social scene, if that makes sense. Even though they're intertwined, I know, like if you're from London and you're black and you're alternative but not underground, you'll kind of know what I mean. It kind of relates to the video of that girl who made a video talking about like how at ACS like there's the popular kids and all of that stuff, and people in the comments were like booing her and saying like, oh my god, like this tired conversation. It's not a tired conversation, you just don't get it because you weren't one of those kids, and that's okay. But don't try, like, because you're kind of proving our point, like you're kind of being bullies now, like you're being like real fucking rude and shit. Oh, my ear's been itchy lately, but I don't want to put like cotton swabs into my ear because last time it got stuck in there. But yeah, this might even just be a me thing, I don't know if anyone else can relate, but I've spoken about it with like two of my friends, and he used to be like an underground producer. A lot of my friends are underground producers, and they're kind of shifting away from that. Like they do, some of them do both, some of them just dropped underground altogether. Like, and I've seen a lot of like I think I'm gonna make a separate video on music in general, and like how scary it is for different artists, like of any medium, not just music, like like digital art, traditional art. Like they want to branch out into other things, but they feel like they can't. Maybe I should make it in this video because this video is quite long. But anyways, yeah, like a lot of my friends recently have been like saying how they want to branch into other things, but they're scared that their audience aren't gonna receive it well, and they're gonna lose all their clout or like their following and stuff, and like all of these things. And I get it, I truly do get it, but it's like, who are you living for? Are you living for yourself, or are you living for them? I'm gonna make a separate video on that, but I just wanted to like say, maybe someone can relate, I don't know, but like it feels like being black or alternative, immediately you have to be underground. Not have to, but like this is the only choice you have. I don't know, I feel like those who understand what I'm talking about will understand what I'm talking about, because I feel like I'm making sense. I am making sense to myself, and it only really has to make sense to me. But again, this is just me like not venting, because I'm not like traumatized or anything. Like, again, I had a good time, but it's kind of like one of those things where it's like, okay, I think I'm done for now. Like, I'm not gonna do this all the time. Like some people do this shit like every week. I don't know how you do that. Like, honestly, props to you. I genuinely couldn't. I lost my nose ring again. I think it dropped on the floor somewhere. This is like an earring in my nose. And I'm pissed because it's my favorite nose ring, and I always lose it, but I always find it. I think this is the second time I've ordered it. But yeah, I think I've made my point now, so let me make my other video.